It began with silence, not the silence of peace, but the silence before a storm. Streets bustled with ordinary life, yet somewhere behind closed doors, war plans were being written. In September 1939, when tanks thundered across the Polish border, the illusion of safety collapsed. The world was plunged into its darkest chapter. The Second World War was not one single story. It was millions of stories, woven from courage, despair, sacrifice, and loss. Imagine a young boy holding his mother's trembling hand as bombs lit the night sky. Picture a soldier writing home, his words filled with longing, knowing he might never return. Think of families huddled in basements, listening to footsteps above, their breath held in fear of discovery. Cities turned to rubble, yet within the ruins, whispers of defiance grew. Men and women, who might once have been teachers, bakers, or students, became couriers of hope. A loaf of bread smuggled across a border, a coded message carried in a pocket, a door opened for a stranger who might otherwise be lost. True courage was rarely loud. It lived in the quietest acts of resistance. But the war was merciless. Entire nations were scarred. From the beaches of Normandy to the frozen fields of Russia, millions marched, fought, and fell. Concentration camps became factories of death. The air was heavy with smoke, the silence filled with the absence of those who would never return. By 1945, more than 70 million lives had been erased. Borders shifted, empires collapsed, and the world was left to count its wounds. Yet even in the ashes, humanity searched for meaning. Survivors carried stories that burned brighter than the ruins. They spoke of bravery in the darkest hours, of strangers who became saviors, of promises made in whispers. Never again. And still, history is fragile. Memories fade. Voices grow quiet. If we forget, if we look away, silence may return. And silence, as the world once learned, can be the most dangerous weapon of all.